What do you say we do some more roll for sandwich? We did two not body cams. So we'll do roll for sandwich again. Right side Jacob's gonna come back. All right. Episode 20.
Retrieve the relish relics. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Melinda's. Melinda's makes hot sauce that prioritizes flavor over spice. I'm a big fan of their sauces, and even the ones that are a little too hot for my fragile constitution still have nice flavor. We've got 20 different varieties of Melinda's for our sauce roll today. Let's see what kind of sandwich we can pair with them. Let's get started with our roll for bread. 3 hearty oat. Nothing wrong with this bread. It's fine. Not spectacular, but good. We are going to use our toast bread cantrip to toast it up. And there we go.
Sometimes toasted bread is just
hearty
better.
oat bread, toasted up, and ready for sandwich fillings. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 4 peanut butter.
Yes. Yes. I don't know about that though. Just take it from the jar.
Peanut butter is always an interesting main.
I don't know about
the crunchy peanut butter, but today I have this weird.
Yeah, peanut butter is the main, but he also still has to add like cheese and vegetables to this, so it's gonna be. I probably wouldn't like it.
Peanut butter. I mean, there's nothing weird about the peanut butter itself. It's just regular peanut butter, but the packaging, you know, whatever. It's convenient, I guess. Next up, let's roll for cheese.
Jif creamy peanut butter is also the best peanut butter on the market.
2 Colby Jack.
Crunchy peanut butter.
I find it funny how popular Colby Jack is in the U.S. Like, it's way more popular than either Colby or Monterey Jack cheese. It's like the Simon and Garfunkel of cheese. Let's roll up some roughage. 2 lettuce and 3 carrot. Well, I knew it was only a matter of time before lettuce returned. Apparently, it took exactly 1 sandwich off. Still, for our current build, something more subdued is appreciated. Carrots follow along in that same vein, though adding a little bit of extra crunch and just a hint of sweetness. Carrot and lettuce are common ingredients in Thai cuisine and are often paired with peanut sauce, so this may actually be the best case scenario for roughage. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 11 guava paste. Guava paste, called goiabada in Brazil, is a sweet confection and dessert made by cooking down guava and sugar until it reaches this fudge-like consistency. It can be eaten on its own or used as like a pastry filling. There's many different applications. It's used in both sweet and savory dishes and is often paired with cheese.
You've had it? Is it good?
Again, okay. I think this is the best case scenario for a roll. Like,
you know what? If you think it's good, then
with the peanut butter as kind of a peanut butter and jelly type thing, and we have cheese and some pretty innocuous vegetables. The texture is a bit chewy, but I think that'll be balanced by the other elements here. And last but not least, we've got our Melinda's D20 sauce roll. Here we go.
I kinda ate a whole block by myself. You kind of ate a whole block by yourself, or you did eat a whole block by yourself? Not in one sitting. I think you're lying to me.
1 ghost pepper wing sauce. Yeah, it makes sense we hit the hottest thing on the list.
I do like spicy.
Generally, what separates a wing sauce from just a typical hot sauce is the addition of butter.
Okay. If we swapped the Colby Jack cheese for just like a nice melty American,
it thickens it and helps it stick to the wings. So we've got a savory and spicy sauce to round out our sandwich. Let's get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half.
I was originally skeptical of the guava paste because I thought it was like a spread,
and
like
let's
the
take
peanut
a look
butter
at that
was.
cross section. Got some nicely defined strata. Well, I know this one's gonna pack a punch, but there are quite a few elements here that might help. The peanut butter, the guava paste, even the lettuce might have a cooling effect. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's very hot. Ghost pepper is definitely a little bit above my tolerance range, but flavor-wise, this sandwich is really interesting. And I do think just about every element of the sandwich helps to cool it off a little bit. I've had some ghost pepper experiences that were much less tolerable than this. And flavor-wise, everything here is complementary to the spice, like a spicy peanut sauce. Heck, even the guava works. Fruit and spice go together surprisingly well.
Okay.
I'm extremely intrigued by this sandwich. And though it's personally too spicy for me, if you like spice, you might want to make this. I might remake this with just like a cayenne-based hot sauce. I think I'd really dig it. And bonus, it's vegetarian. These unexpected
Ratings chat. $5.4. I'm gonna give it a 6.1.
gems are the sandwiches that I live for, even when they physically hurt me. Seriously, I'd love the opinion of someone who's more of a spice head. For me, I'm going to give this one a 7.2, and I'm going to call it the Molten Guava. Thanks for hanging out with me today.
I feel like I'm aiming low.
See you again.
I'm aiming super low today.
Hello, adventurers. Survey the sauerkraut swamps. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today, we're going to be using these sparkly green dice that were sent in by a viewer.
I mean, you aim lower than I do.
Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 4, blueberry bagel.
Ooh,
it's been a bit since we've had a bagel on the show, and I'm not sure we've ever had a blueberry bagel. Should be a nice change up. I am definitely of the opinion that bagels are better toasted, so we're going to use our toast bread cantrip. There we go.
I mean, no wonder you aim lower. You are shorter than me.
Go. That's much better. On to the next roll. Next up, we're rolling for Maine. 2, ham and cheese loaf. This processed meat full of little pimples of American cheese is...
Oh no, it's back. It's back.
Unfortunate in appearance, but pretty plain in flavor. The good news is it'll go with a lot of things because it's not going to be a very assertive
It's
flavor.
back.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 6, truffle cheese. Of course, we roll the fanciest cheese with the humblest meat. This black truffle sheep's cheese is a drier cheese like a Parmesan. It's very earthy and savory.
I have seen on the show, and I think, honestly, I think this is worse than the ham and cheese one. There is another main that he has on the show. Hi, Brianna. There is another main that he has on the show, and it's an olive loaf. Like the K-pop band? Is it because I have my hair dyed? That's probably why. It's the ham and cheese loaf, but it has olives in it instead of cheese. And I honestly think that's worse. I think that's worse.
The truffle, I feel like sometimes truffle flavored things can go
I'd rather
too far
not
with the truffle flavor, but I don't feel like that's the case here, so that's nice.
I don't think we've seen it on an episode we've reacted to, but I have seen it in the past.
All right, let's roll up some roughage.
And I've seen Flats react to a couple
1, whatever
episodes with
fruit
them.
my kids haven't eaten, and 6, bell pepper. Coincidentally, today the fruit is blueberries, which we already have in our bagel. Let me take a second to clarify here how this roll works. This is not leftover fruit that my kids didn't eat. This is whatever fruit is in the house at the moment that I can get to before them, which honestly could end up being none at some point. For bell pepper, we've got a green pepper today. Green peppers have a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of sweetness, which should be an interesting counterpoint to
blueberries with a blueberry bagel. True.
Sourness and a little bit of sweetness.
I didn't even think about that.
Honestly, that's probably not a bad combination to go with the earthy truffle. All right, let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 6, kelp chocolate. No, I'm not rating SpongeBob's Cupboard.
What?
This dark chocolate features Alaskan kelp and cayenne pepper. Alaskan kelp is very savory and salty from the sea salt. And trying this on its own, it's honestly really nice. I'm a dark chocolate enjoyer, and salt and dark chocolate go together really nicely. Add to that a little finishing heat from the cayenne, and this is some interesting
You're
chocolate.
A very intelligent
we'll see if it's
woman.
just as interesting on the sandwich. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 5, gooseberry jam. I got this German gooseberry jam with vanilla at a specialty shop while I was in Ireland. I would describe the flavor of this as almost
berry type
delicate.
stuff on
it's
this.
It's sweet, but not very acidic. And since we have a lot of other strong flavors on this sandwich already, I think that might be a good thing. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together. And let's get it cut in half.
This probably won't be awful. Yeah.
And let's take a look at that cross section. Very dark. Well, even though I could say this about most of these sandwiches, this one is very unique. One thing's for sure, my job is never boring. Let's taste it. There are some layers to this one that are quite interesting and not too bad. The earthy, savory truffle cheese is a standout flavor, complemented quite well by both berries. That dark chocolate adds an extra layer of bitterness and some crunch because it was left in larger, snappy pieces. The bagel is nice and chewy and doesn't get soggy at all from the jam. And then there's that little ghost of cayenne on the tail end of each bite. This is really interesting. It's not the best sandwich we've ever had on the show.
Ratings. I don't know what to do with this one either. I'm gonna do. See, I was gonna aim for the 6 as well. I'm gonna do a 6.2.
But it is wonderfully cohesive in a way only the dice can discover. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one an 8.1.
Wow. Wow. I'm astonished today.
Beauregard. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again right here next time on Roll for Sandwich.
Wow.
I got some mystery. Hello, adventurers. Make a pact with a pork patron. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I
We
let
suck
fate
at
decide
this.
my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using another Hidden Wonders dice set from Chessex Dice. This charming
Alright.
little mimic box holds a mystery set of dice.
Big
Let's
stretch
see what we
before
got.
422.
Well, it looks like we have a swirled red, white, and blue set.
Ooh,
Nice.
yes.
Let's hope they're lucky.
The
And
Freedom
we've got
Dice.
another mimic box to add to our collection.
Let's go.
All right, let's get things started with our roll for bread. 3 buttermilk. Buttermilk bread may look similar to typical American white bread, but it has a slightly tangier flavor and a chewier, richer texture than white bread. We're going to go ahead and use our toast bread cantrip to get them toasted up.
That looks pretty
And
good.
there we go, a couple slices of buttermilk bread ready for some sandwich fillings. Now, before we roll for main, I'm actually going to cast another spell. I'm going to use the level 1 spell Butter Barrier to guarantee that we get to butter our buttermilk bread. This is a really nice bread for sandwiches, but it's pretty soft, and I just want to make sure that we don't end up with soggy bread. All right, let's go ahead and roll for our main. 3,
Good spell
Koto
use.
salami. Normally what we refer to in America as salami is dry cured. Koto salami means cooked salami because it is cooked rather than dry fermented. The texture is much less drier and it has more of a smoky flavor than the tangy fermented flavor of
That sounds
regular
really good,
salami.
actually. I like a good
Next up,
salami,
let's roll
too.
for cheese. 3, cream cheese. All right, well, with the addition of the cream cheese, it's kind of making our butter barrier moot, but that's okay. Should be a tasty sandwich regardless. Let's roll out some roughage. 2 lettuce and 11 none. Today I have some green leaf lettuce. We're at least mixing it up.
The
since
lettuce
we
just won't
keep
go
getting
away.
So much lettuce. I like lettuce. It's just a lot of it. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 15. It's bacon!
Let's go.
Always a good day when we get to add bacon to our sandwich. Things are looking pretty good for this one so far.
Lettuce
And
curse.
last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 9, bee sting sauce. Don't worry, you won't need your EpiPen to partake of Uncle Lumpy's bee sting sauce. It's essentially a sweet barbecue sauce with the additions of hot sauce, mustard, Worcestershire, and a couple other
Oh.
things. Yeah, I could see that working okay on this sandwich. Let's go ahead and get it closed up here.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. Looks pretty good to me. Well, it seems the dice gods were pretty agreeable today. Considering what they've put me through in the past, I will take it. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, pretty much all this works. I'm generally more of an acidic barbecue sauce person than a sweet barbecue sauce person, but it goes well with the bacon. The softer, more moist Koto salami goes nicely with that cream cheese, and the lettuce is fine. This could have used something else, a bit more acid, maybe some pickles or
8.6.
tomato. I think its biggest shortcoming was just having lettuce as a roughage. Still, this is a really tasty sandwich, and probably one of the more normal ones that we've ever rolled. Well, when your sandwiches are
7.4.
randomly generated every day, having a normal one is a bit of a treat sometimes. I'm going to give this one an 8.8, and I'm going to call
Oh,
it...
you were so close! You were 2 off! No! Yeah, we've both been there now. We've both had that. Rough.
Hello, adventurers. Join the Jelly Joust. It's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch.
423.
Let's go. Today we're going to be using these hazy glitter dice that were given to me as a gift at Gen Con. Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 6, everything sourdough. Combining one of my favorite
gonna say
breads with my
8.8, but I
favorite
thought it was too
bagel
high, yeah.
makes this a real treat. We're going to go ahead and use
That was
our
pretty
toast
good.
bread cantrip to get those slices toasted up. And there we go, starting out pretty good today. Hopefully that trend continues. Next up, let's roll for Maine.
Wouldn't be the first person to say that in my chat.
8. Delaware Fireball. The Delaware Fireball is a spicy salami crepinette from Smoking Goose Charcuterie in Indianapolis, Indiana. A crepinette is a small, round, flattened sausage, in this case salami, wrapped in caul fat. This one features a few different spicy peppers and is cold smoked and aged for several days. It has nothing to do with the state of Delaware. The name Delaware Fireball comes from the fact that Smoking Goose's first location was on Delaware Street. This may be one of the fanciest mains we've ever had on the show. And it's usually eaten as part of a charcuterie spread and not
I
a
would
sandwich.
definitely try that.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 2. Colby Jack. Rolling truffle cheese was probably just going to be too fancy here. I will take Colby Jack any day, and I think it'll pair just fine with this spicy
Seen a lot
and
of Colby
smoky.
Jack in the
Let's
past
roll
couple
up some
episodes.
roughage. 5 tomato and 11 none. I've got a fresh yellow tomato from my garden.
All right, well now
today.
we've got the
And though I'm a bit
opposite
bummed
of
we
the
only
lettuce
rolled
tomato
one
duo.
roughage, I'm glad it's not just lettuce again. I think the little bit of acidity from the tomato here will be a much welcomed addition. Though I'm a bit scared of how well this is going so far, I'm going to tempt fate a little bit more by using the salt and pepper cantrip, which is always a good addition with fresh tomatoes. First, we will add a healthy pinch of kosher salt, and follow it up with some freshly ground black pepper. I'm starting to
Always
get
season
hungry.
your tomatoes.
All right, let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 17, Tato. Tato is an extremely popular potato chip brand, or potato crisp brand, from Ireland. And I have the classic flavor here, which is cheese and onion. For those who've never had a chance to try them, they kind of taste like au gratin potatoes.
I mean,
On
I
a
like chips
bittersweet
on a
note,
sandwich,
it is the
so
last bag that I brought back with me from my recent trip
this
to
seems
Ireland.
fine.
And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 6, Potsheen Delight. This is a red currant and potsheen jam that I also brought back from Ireland. Potsheen is traditional Irish moonshine, and it's where the name Mountain Dew comes from. Thankfully, this jam only has 0.5% alcohol, so we're not getting sandwich drunk today. It does have a
it's
nice
an
fruity taste from
alcoholic
the currant
jam?
that I think will mix really well with the spicy meat. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Ah, yeah. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half.
Huh.
And
Okay.
let's take a look at that cross-section. Looks okay to me. Well, though I haven't tasted it yet, I'm pretty confident we are ending this week on a high note. Makes me scared for next week. Let's go ahead and give this one a taste.
This sandwich looks pretty good. Ooh, good crunch.
Well, unfortunately, this meat is better used as charcuterie because it has a little bit too much chewiness for a sandwich. Maybe if I had a fancy deli slicer and I could slice it super, super thin, it would work better. But honestly, the texture is my only drawback here. The taste here is really nice. That jam was probably the perfect complement to roll with this. Got a nice little crunch from the
9.7.
chips, and the cheese does its job. The heat from the sausage is nice. It's not overpowering, but adds some nice flavor. But all in all, just a bit too difficult to bite through as is.
9.5,
I'm not gonna dock
locked
it
in.
too much for that.
I'll
This
do
may be the
9.5.
best 3-sandwich
I'm
streak
locking in the
quite
9.5.
some time. We went from the 7s to the 8s, and I'm giving this one a 9.2 today. And I'm gonna call it the
Wow, that you have two. I'm 0-2 with these guesses. You have wow. What a snipe.
Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time on Roll for Sandwich. Hello, adventurer.
Wow. You've got these guesses locked down.